Hey guys, it is Kerri. Welcome or welcome back. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, November, what is today? November the 7th, and it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I wanted to hop on because I have a video, and this is probably going to be a long one. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Yeah, so you might want to grab a snack, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do because it's going to be a long one because this is something that I was originally going to do in two different videos, but because I'm a little bit, well, not a little bit, I'm a lot behind in my videos, I decided to just combine this into one long one. So you can see from the title that we are going to talk about some empties. So I have my Halloween empties from my Halloween melting basket. Yes, I know Halloween was a long time ago. I told y'all I'm so far behind. And then I also have this huge overflowing almost basket of just random October empties that were not part of the Halloween melting basket. So I was originally just going to do one video just for this Halloween bucket here, but y'all, I'm so far behind and I apologize that these empties are late, so I just wanted to do it in one long one instead. And yeah, so I feel like it's been a while since I've done a video. Things have just been busy, y'all, just busy. And not anything in particular, just like things that I need to do around the house or errands I need to run or to-do list. And it just kind of like, it just piles up until I'm like overwhelmed. So, but that's okay. I will say on a happy note that there are already some Christmas decorations in my house, and I know not everybody agrees with that. I am the person that on November 1st, I start digging out the Christmas decorations. And don't get me wrong, y'all, I love Thanksgiving. I celebrate Thanksgiving. I think it's a wonderful holiday. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I feel like, yes, you can celebrate Thanksgiving and you can love Thanksgiving with your Christmas decorations up. So I have been busy decorating for about a week now. And I can say that everything in my house is decorated with the exception of the tree. Now, I will say the tree, my husband, he is old school. And so he wants the tree up the day after Thanksgiving. So he kind of lets me have my way. Like I do all the other decorations around the house. But I let him have his way, and so we don't do the tree until the Friday after Thanksgiving, and I'm okay with that. And also the Friday after Thanksgiving is when we do our lights outside. So my husband gets his way, I get my way, we're all happy. So yeah, I am so excited. I haven't now. I'm not melting any Christmas wax yet or burning Christmas candles. I will say I do not do that until after Thanksgiving. So right now I'm still enjoying, all of my pumpkin and, all of that. And in fact, I'm going to be putting together a Thanksgiving melting basket that I will probably do either next week or the week of Thanksgiving. So I'll be doing a video of that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm 4 minutes in, haven't even started. So let me stop talking and let's get into this video. I hope y'all are doing well. Okay, so we're going to start with the Halloween empties. So I did a video, it's here on my channel if you'd like to see it, of a Halloween melting basket, and these were things that I did, I guess the full week before Halloween. So I guess you would say from like October the 21st to October the 31st. Yeah. And now I didn't put my candle in here, but I can tell you that the candle I did for my Halloween week was the pumpkin carving from Bath and Body Works. Y'all, I love, love, love that candle. And you know, the good thing about pumpkin carving, and I can't quote the scent notes like exactly, but I do know it has like brown sugar and like spiced pumpkin seeds. So the great thing about that candle is you kind of get the best of both worlds. You know, you get a little bit of spice from those pumpkin seeds, you get a little bit of sweetness from the brown sugar. And that candle is so versatile. I feel like it works with any wax that that you decide to warm. So I enjoyed that candle, and I still have some left, so I put it in my cabinet and I will save that for next Halloween. So the candle was definitely a winner. Okay, so, and also I do want to say that I did not melt everything that I had put in my melting basket. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to everything. I did get to quite a bit, but there were maybe, I want to say like 4, maybe 5 things that I didn't get to. So yeah, I just have put those in my October basket for next year. Okay, so enough talking, Kerri. Let's get into this. Let me start with my clams first. Actually, let me do my one lonely little scent shot here. This is from L3. This was from my spice sampler. This is Return of the Mummy, brown sugar pound cake, whipped cream, cinnamon sticks. This one was good. And you know, I wouldn't say it was overly heavy on the spice. And I could have handled a ton more spice in here. Because the other things that I got in that spice sampler were so heavy on the cinnamon and the spice. This one was good, but it wasn't nearly as heavy on the spice as I would have liked. But it was still good. I still enjoyed it. All right, 3 clams. This one, Westbury Candle Co., a shop on Etsy. This was Salem, which is sugar, apple, and spice. This was sent to me by my sweet friend Krista in our most recent wax swap. So good, and Krista, being the sweetheart that she is, wrote the scent notes for me: sugar, apple, and caramel spice. So this has the 6 cubes. So I did 3 cubes back in September for my apple month, and then I did the other 3 for my Halloween melting basket, and this was so good, you guys. So good. I've never ordered from Westbury. It's definitely a vendor that I have on my list to try, probably after the holidays in the new year. This one though, yeah, it was really good. I got the spice, but actually I got more caramel in here than I did spice. It was a very sweet scent. Like 90% sweet, 10% spicy. I really enjoyed it, and a wonderful performer, super strong. All right, and then I did 2 here from Scentolicious. This one here was Billy's Bat Brew, which was Hillbilly Brew, fire roasted marshmallows, and vanilla smoothie. Now this one, actually both of these, when I ordered, I got off of her clearance section. So I'm thinking they were clearance because they were older pours as far as their pour date. Both of them October of 2022. So when I melted these this year, they were 2 years old. And I'm not saying that they didn't have any scent, because they did. Now this one here, the Billy's Bat Brew, I would say was probably the lighter of the 2. Now this one, the Hocus Pocus, which was mulled fruit, cinnamon, and apple cider, I enjoyed this one a lot. My favorite of the 2, and I'm thinking it's because of that mulled fruit note and the apple cider note. So good. Yeah, it honestly just reminded me of like a big pot of apple cider simmering on your stove with all those yummy things that you throw in it, like your cranberries, red hot, cinnamon sticks, whatever. So good. All right, everything else is bags. Okay, let's see if I was gonna try to like put these together by vendor. Okay, so 3 here from Rainbow Melts. This actually, okay, yeah, this was a 2-pack of candy corns in Hocus Pocus, pumpkin, zucchini bread, and sweet candy corn. I actually liked this very much. And well, let me rephrase that. I liked it on cold, and I think I loved it on warm. On cold, I wasn't sure because the zucchini bread note, even though it was amazing, was really, really strong on cold. And I wasn't sure if when I warmed it, all I was going to get was that zucchini bread. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Crystal zucchini bread, but I was really wanting like that pumpkin note to come out. When I warmed this, it did. It really did smell like a loaf of pumpkin zucchini bread baking in your oven. It was fantastic. Okay, also from Rainbow Melts, this was a 2-pack of Tombstones in Maize, which was Hayride, Blueberry Pumpkin Patch, and Caramel Apple. This one was fun. And I'm thinking it was because of that hayride note. And you definitely got the hayride note. And hayride is one of those things, I like it, but it has to be done just right, and the blend has to be done just right. And I think I liked it in here because it was sweetened up by that caramel apple and the blueberry. It was really, really good, really fun, really different and unique. And then also from Rainbow Melts, this was a boo bag. I guess you would kind of compare it to like a puppy pack of fun shapes. But Crystal calls it her boo bag in spider cider, mulled cider, and gooey caramel. You guys, oh my gosh. If I had to rate the throw on this thing from a 0 to 10, I would have to put this at like a 20. The strength of this was insanely strong, like almost threw me out of my house. I only did this in my open concept, kind of like my living area space, but it spilled into every other room of my house. It was so good, very caramelly, but very mulled fruity as well. Fantastic. I hope she brings that back because I would definitely get more of that. Okay, from Salem Soy Co. on Etsy, this was a coffin, a huge coffin shape in strudel spice and everything nice, brown sugar strudel, and nutmeg spice. Okay, so let me just tell y'all, I've only ordered from Salem Soy Co. once. She is on my list. She is number 1 on my list in the new year to order from. Y'all, I'm here to tell y'all everything that I have ordered from Kirsten, I believe is her name, I can't think of anything that I've melted. And like I said, I've only ordered from her once, but everything, y'all, everything I have melted has been a phenomenal performer, an incredible like strength scent wise. It smells so good, and she does bakery scents so well. And this with the brown sugar strudel and the nutmeg spice, it was just the right amount of spice with the right amount of sweetness. Fantastic. Kind of sad that one's gone. Okay, from Vintage Chic Scents, this was a 2-pack of tiles that I believe I picked this up in a round robin. And again, the date on this one is September of 2022, so over 2 years old. This was Cookie Monster's Pumpkin Cheesecake. And let's see, sugar cookie. This being 2 years old, the print sometimes fades and my eyes are not that great. Sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, buttercream frosting, sugar milk, and pumpkin cheesecake. Okay, y'all, this one, I loved this one, loved it. In 2 years old, it was still a wonderful performer. Cheesecake scents sometimes can scare me because I just never know like if they're going to come off, you know, kind of like sour milk or curdled milk. Or this one was so good. I wouldn't say I necessarily got cheesecake, but I got all those other things listed. a sweet pumpkin note. There really wasn't spice in here. It was just, yeah, you got the sugar cookie dough. You got that creaminess, that richness of the buttercream frosting. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. All right, 3 more left. Okay, this one, kind of a random thing. This is from a vendor on Etsy, only ordered from once. And I don't even know if they're still in business, to tell you all the truth. Grace and Ivy Candle Co. This was just a bag of shapes in Tricks That Treat, which was pumpkin buttercream. Y'all, I don't mean this to be rude, but I really don't remember this. Like this, you know, how sometimes you can melt something that is good, but it's not like earth shattering, and it's not like good to the point where it makes like an impression in your memory. That's kind of this one. And not saying that to be rude or unkind or disrespectful, but it just wasn't something that like left an impression on me. So take that as you will. Okay. Dessa's Homespun Scents. Again, I picked this up in a round robin. This was one of her shapes. It was so cute. It was huge. I got a ton of melts out of this. Haunted Hayride, Fresh Hay, Crisp Fall Leaves, Mac Apples, and Cinnamon, one of her house blends. Again, with the hay. So in that other one from Rainbow Melts, you definitely got the hay, but it was sweetened up, right? Same thing with this one. You definitely got the hay, but again, Dessa, very smart. All these vendors are so smart. That's why I'm not one, because I wouldn't, you know, I just don't think like they do. The fresh hay, but then sweetened up by the crispness of the fall leaves, the sweetness of the Mac apples, a little bit of a spice from the cinnamon. This one was fantastic. Oh my gosh, I loved it. This one, you know how sometimes blends can like have a scent memory attached? I kind of felt like I had a scent memory moment with this one. This one kind of reminded me of like back when I taught kindergarten. Every October, we would take our kindergartners on a field trip to the pumpkin patch, and part of that field trip was going on a hayride. And I just remember like going on that hayride with my kids, and we would like be bundled up because it'd be a little chilly outside, and we would be drinking either our hot cocoa or our apple cider. That's what that made me think of, and so fun. I love scent memories, you guys. All right, last but not least, a souffle from Teddy Bees in Creep Show. This was pumpkin sugar donuts, marshmallow fireside type, sugar cookies, creamy cheesecake. Oh gosh, these are tiny. Graham crackers, marshmallow cream, and a hint of sweet spice. You guys, I feel like I just need to take a moment a moment of silence, because this is all gone, but also a moment of like just sweet praises, sweet hallelujahs for Creep Show. Holy moly, holy cow. Y'all, the reason I got this is because of that pumpkin sugared donuts. I am a huge, sorry, I'm going to stretch my leg out. It is falling asleep. I am a huge, capital H, UGE, huge fan of anything with pumpkin sugar donuts. I've heard things about Creep Show from other hauls that I've watched. Some people love it. Some people think it's okay. I'm so glad I got this. This is going on my list of things to never be without from Tiffany. This was, oh my gosh, so good. And the pumpkin sugar donut note was absolutely there. Absolutely there. And for me, the pumpkin sugar donut was the star of this show. It was so good. It filled up my house. It was bakery, but it was like fall bakery. Loved it. I don't want to be without this. It's so good. All right, so that is it for, wow, okay, not bad, Kerri. 19 minutes, done with this. All right, so that was my Halloween melting basket empties. Let's move on to some random October empties that were not part of Halloween time. Okay. And I really haven't even organized this, you guys. So I do know I have 2 candles, I believe. Actually 3. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can organize this a little bit. Okay. Like I said, this is just random stuff. Really no rhyme or reason. Just things that I enjoyed in October. So we're going to start with non-wax items, and then we will end up with the wax. All right, so I have a couple of things of body care here. The first one is a little travel size shower gel in Japanese Cherry Blossom from Bath & Body Works. Got this free on my app. Anytime, like I'll get something free at Bath & Body Works that's the travel size. Most of the time I will get something like Japanese Cherry Blossom or something that I like, but I don't necessarily love. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I like Japanese Cherry Blossom, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it's a huge love of mine. I've said, like, I feel like I talk about this every time I talk about Japanese Cherry Blossom. This, talk about a scent memory, that's what this is. This is what I wore every year of my college career. So this is Kerri College right here. So I like it. I don't love it. But if I get like a free one of these, most of the time I'll get a Japanese Cherry Blossom just because it's fun, just to kind of relive those college years. So it's a classic. It's so feminine. It's so girly, so dainty. So enjoyed that. This one here, my sweet friend Krista sent me this in our most recent wax swap. This is Bath & Body Works body wash in pumpkin swirl cake. The scent notes are pumpkin spice, caramel toffee, and creamy vanilla. It was so good. And I actually have the matching, after Krista sent me this, I went into the store and I got the matching fragrance mist in this scent. So I'm sad to be without this, but I do have some of the fragrance mist left. So when I did have some of this, and I would take a bath or a shower and I would come out and I would pair this with the spray, like I really did smell like a pumpkin dessert. It was fantastic. Krista, thank you so much for blessing me with that. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, I have a wallflower here in Honey Crisp Apple. I did this in my kitchen for, like, I want to say maybe the last week or so of September and then all of October. Honey Crisp Apple is golden honey crisp, apple blossom, and fresh sugar cane. I had this last year in a wallflower and really, really enjoyed it. So I got it again this year when the wallflowers were on sale. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Was great in the kitchen. This should be no surprise, but I have a room spray in pumpkin pecan waffles that I emptied out. This is one that was like half empty, and then I just finished it out in October. Happy to say that I still have about 10 of my PPW room sprays waiting to be used. That is something I never want to be without. All right, and then I have 3 candles here. This is one that I got last year, and I probably got to the halfway mark last year, so then this year I just finished it out in pumpkin clove, which is, Bath & Body Works, sorry. Scent notes are clove buds, ground cinnamon, pinch of nutmeg, and fresh pumpkin. I remember saying this last year that I wasn't necessarily like the biggest fan of this packaging. It just, I don't know, it was a little bit interesting for me. I would have much rather, had like some pumpkins on here or something, but that's okay. I love this scent. Love this scent. Anything with clove, I'm like, yes, sign me up. So I loved the scent. And And I love this candle. And I feel like I am saying what everybody says about some Bath and Body Works candles, not all, but this one halfway down, great, no problems. The bottom half of this candle, ridiculous, puny wicks. The performance was horrible. It wasn't a dirty candle. It was very clean and went all the way down, but the last half of it, the wicks just were not doing what they were supposed to be doing. But nonetheless, I love the scent. Anything with clove, I'm a big fan of. All right, now this one here, this one was gifted to me by my son and his girlfriend for, I don't even think for anything. I think it was just like a random we love you gift. And I know they got this at Marshall's for $6.99, you guys. Not bad. And what is the ounce? I don't even know what the ounces are. It's huge, but it's a huge candle. This was pumpkin apple. And y'all, I don't get much now, but this was actually a really, really nice candle. Really, really nice. It wasn't exactly along the lines of the Bath and Body pumpkin apple. This one, I think, was a lot heavier on the apple, but I still enjoyed it. It was a 2-wick candle. Really, really nice. And that was so sweet of them to give that to me. And last for the candles, this is my single wick of Into the Night. And this is what I got not too long ago when the candles were buy one, get one free. And when I saw that they were bringing Into the Night out in candles, and the sad thing is I haven't seen them in a 3-wick, only the single wick. If you know, those of you who are watching, if they have the Into the Night in a 3-wick, I don't think they do. But if you've ever seen it, please let me know, because I would love to have it in a 3-wick. But single wick was the next best thing. So I put this in my master bathroom. It did not take me long to get through this candle. I absolutely loved it. It smelled exactly like the body care, and I was a huge, huge fan. All right, so let's talk about some wax now. I'm really not even gonna try to sort this by vendor. I'm just gonna grab things. Okay, so here's a clam from the Bathing Garden in Cider Lane, again sent to me by my sweet friend Krista, who wrote the scent notes. Mulled cider, warm caramel, and toasted cinnamon. Oh, you guys, Bathing Garden, another one that is on my list for the new year. This was fantastic, and we all know that the Bathing Garden's wax is beautiful. This was beautiful. I always hate to order, well, I don't want to say I hate to order from the Bathing Garden, but sometimes I do, because I hate to melt it because it's so pretty. This was gorgeous. It smelled gorgeous. It was incredibly strong. I loved that. So thank you so, so much, Krista. This was a souffle from Britta's in Something Twisted. Pretzel, waffle cone, and caramel maple swirl. Okay, so can we just stop for a second? Britta, what a genius to put pretzel, waffle cone, and caramel maple swirl together to make probably one of the most delicious blends I have ever smelled in my entire life. Oh my gosh. And I've kind of debated on whether or not I want to say this and make this public, because once you say something on YouTube, especially, you can't go back on what you say. But I can honestly say that Britta's has my favorite pretzel, hands down. Y'all, it's true. Her pretzel is so good. I've had her pretzel with buttermints. I've had her pretzel with coffee. I've had her pretzel with caramel. Her pretzel is to die for. This was fantastic. I want more. Britta, if you're watching, you knocked it out of the park with this one. It was mouth-wateringly good. Loved it. Okay, let's see. Okay, just one. A Scentsy clam of caramel chestnut. This is a repeat for me. Anytime I do round robins, if this is in the box, I am going to grab this because I am a huge, huge fan of caramel chestnut. It is fantastic. It's bakery caramel, but at the same time, it's not that ooey gooey sticky sweet. When it's mixed in with chestnut, that chestnut just kind of adds a little different feel to it. Ugh, it's so good. Such a great performer as well. This was a snap bar from Me and Cocoa Wax in Pumpkin Chai Latte. The scent notes are rich blend of cinnamon and clove, balanced with buttercream and sweetened with rich vanilla and pumpkin. Loved this one. Loved this one. Oh yeah, this was good. Really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, absolutely loved that one. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys. Wow. There are a lot of good ones in here, such as Fallen Leaves. I want to say this was in maybe my last empties I talked about. Sensationals, Fallen Leaves, Crisp Air, Citrus, and Wood. So obviously from the wood family. In my opinion, this is as close to spot on, dupe, whatever, as the Bath & Body Leaves candle as I've ever smelled in wax. When I put this in a warmer and then I light up my Leaves candle, oh my gosh. First of all, it will fill up your entire house, upstairs, downstairs, inside, outside, and it is so good, you guys. So strong. Whenever I do this, it is easily a 2-dayer, 2 full days. Love it. All right, Sensationals, Pumpkin Cream and Marshmallow. So obviously this is from the bakery family. I liked this. I wouldn't say this is my favorite pumpkin scent. It's not my favorite pumpkin blend from Sensationals. It was a little bit on the lighter side for me. I could definitely still smell it, and it was a nice scent. I don't know if I would repurchase this just because it was a little bit light for me, but it was still nice. Okay, from Scentsy, Autumn Stroll. I want to say this was gifted to me by Chris, Dazzling Scents with Chris. I liked this. There was one from Scentsy that was okay for me, and I think it was this one. I did not hate this. I didn't love it. This one, for me, I was just kind of like middle of the road. I don't know. I couldn't quite decide how I felt about this one. It was okay. It was sweet, but it had outdoorsy vibes to it as well. I mean, I don't know the scent notes, but it was okay. I don't know, if I saw this in a round robin box in the future, if I would grab it, but it was still nice, and I'm still so grateful to Chris for sending that to me. Okay, a snap bar from Second and Spruce. I smell fall. Pumpkin mallow fireside, apple cider, brown sugar, and vanilla. This was yummy. Yummy. Yeah, really good. For me, the apple cider was definitely the star of this show. And I was not upset about it. It was really good. Loved that one. Speaking of love, Huntington Home from Aldi, pumpkin s'mores. So my first experience with pumpkin s'mores was last year, I want to say. And last year, I got lucky enough to get this in the candle. When I went to my Aldi this year, the candle was all sold out. So I settled for the wax. Y'all, first of all, Aldi wax melts are amazing. They are 2.5 ounces for $1.89. Now, some of the scents they have, I'm not gonna lie, are not great, and they're duds. You can't smell them, or they smell like This one though, this one smells to me a lot like that pumpkin carving candle. I know there's no brown sugar in a s'more, but there's sweetness in here, and then there's sweetness in that candle. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And this, to be from Aldi, is a super duper strong performer. Again, lasted, I want to say 2 full days. Loved it. Absolutely loved pumpkin s'mores. Okay, let's see. This one was actually a pleasant surprise, you guys. So I had half of a pumpkin shape left in here from Delectable Plaid and Harvest Pumpkin. Just half of a random pumpkin shape, and I was like, I better use this up. I don't know how much scent is left because this is easily maybe 3 years old. Y'all, this was nice to be old or older. It was really, really good. Definitely still had some throw to it. I was pleasantly surprised with that one. Here is a snap bar from Shoop Candle Shop in Bourbon Butterscotch. Well, okay, let me just go ahead and show you this other one from Shoop Candle Shop in Salted Caramel Milkshake. These were okay. Oh, this is a shop on Etsy. I liked these on cold a little bit more than I did warming. Warming, they kind of had just this note that I don't know. I wasn't quite sure. I don't know if it was like just a waxy smell that I was getting, but I definitely didn't really get bourbon butterscotch from this, and I really didn't get salted caramel milkshake from this one. And that's not to say that Shoop Candle Shop is not a good vendor, because I've had other things from her that have been great, but those two were kind of like, okay, this was a tile from the Starlit Corner, part of her Pizzelle sampler. Maple Spice Pizzelle, Maple Chai, Cream, Candy Corn, and Pizzelle. This one was all right. If I'm honest, I don't really remember getting a whole lot from that one, and I'm kind of sad. The Starlit Corner has some of the prettiest and just most intricate shapes. Like she really, really does pretty work. I've only ordered from her once, so I don't want to pass too much like of a judgment and say her stuff doesn't work for me. But I will say that her stuff, more things than not, have not performed well for me. So, okay, here is a clam from Tuscany. I get these at my Kroger. This was in pumpkin brittle, which is pumpkin seeds and brown sugar. I saw this with actually I picked this up last year, but then when I saw the brown sugar, I was like, oh, this might go well with that brown sugar candle. This one was good, very different, very interesting. I'm not sure I would repurchase it, but for one time, it was nice. Okay, I have a scent shot here again from Krista in pumpkin cheesecake, and this one, I know Krista told me where she ordered these from. Wild Summer Designs. Okay, so funny thing on these, in the container, I really didn't get a whole lot. I popped this baby into a warmer, and it was indeed pumpkin cheesecake, and it was yum. Absolutely yum, and did really, really well. So that one was a surprise. Okay, from the Burning Mitten, this is Tailgates and Touchdowns, zucchini bread, bear claws, and ice cream scoop bread, poured September 27th of 2022. The Burning Mitten, that's another vendor that I really only order from whenever she has an amazing sale or she's offering things like on clearance. And so when I get things on clearance from her, most of the time they're going to be older pours, such as this one. So when I finally cut into this, it was over 2 years old, but sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes I still get great luck. Other times her things don't age so well. But this one actually did well for me. Really heavy on the zucchini bread, but I still really liked that. And I have a huge box from the Burning Mitten that I ordered a couple of weeks ago, so that will be coming to y'all in a video soon. Okay, this was a sample shape from the Salty Griffin in almond rum cake. I think I am learning that almond is probably not going to be a love of mine. This one I did not enjoy. I don't know if it was because of the almond or if it was because of the rum. Yeah, this one was just really heavy on one of those notes, and I couldn't detect which one was the one that was not agreeing with me. But that one, yeah, not a fan of that one. Okay. We're almost to the end, and y'all, I'm going to be under an hour. So proud of myself. Okay, Better Homes and Gardens, Leaves and Acorns, Apple, Allspice, and Wood. I loved this, y'all. Now, I wish I had the fragrance family. Only Sensationals does that. Better Homes and Gardens doesn't put it on here. But this one, I don't know. I would bet if they did have a fragrance family, this one probably would be part of the Wood family, I'm guessing. But this one, oh, it's so good. It's funny because it's almost like bakery mixed in with a little woodiness. Oh, it's fantastic. I loved that one. That one was a great performer as well. I would get more of that for sure. Okay, another Scentsy in Salted Caramel Toffee. This one was okay. It was actually really light. Kind of surprised because usually things with salted caramel, yeah, are heavy and really strong. Didn't get a lot from that one. Okay, also from Scentsy, Toasted Acorn and Oak. This one was sent to me by Maggie because Maggie always had the little label up there. Again, this one is one that I kind of feel like I'm middle of the road on. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was okay. I'm not sure if maybe it was the oak, I don't know, or the acorn. It was all right. But again, if I saw that in a round robin box, not sure I would pick it up just because I didn't love it. But still, thank you so much, Maggie, for sending that to me. Okay, this was a little bitty clam from Walmart Mainstays in salted caramel butterscotch as I drop it. Yeah, you know, I've had this before last year, and I feel like, I don't know if they changed their formula, changed something, but this is not nearly as strong as it was for me last year. And that's why I went this year and like got so many more of these, because I loved it so much last year. But something about this particular scent has changed in a year's time because I'm not enjoying it as much this year. It's just, I don't know. It's good. It's okay. It's really light. I'm not picking up on that butterscotch or that ooey gooey caramel. So I loved this last year. Not really crazy about it this year. But we're going to end on a high note with this one right here. So this is a clam from Yum Yum Wax, maple sticky buns, iced cinnamon rolls, and butterscotch brulee. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a story about this scent right here. So okay, first of all, y'all know how much I love Yum Yum Wax. I have ordered from Yum Yum a lot of times, maybe 7. Deanna, who is the owner, sweetheart, definitely an underrated vendor. You really don't see a ton of hauls on her stuff on YouTube. But I think that she really deserves a lot a lot of love, a lot of respect. I hope that her name will get out there in the new year and that so many more people will give her a try because her wax is incredible. Her prices are incredible. She's offering up sales all the time. I am proud to be a customer of hers. And again, she's on my list, the top of my list of orders to make in the new year. I love Yum Yum, you guys. And this is one of the reasons why. So I will be honest and say when I do order from Yum Yum, I really don't get her clams, and I'm not sure why. I need to start getting her clams. This one, when I had this going, I got comments from everyone in my house, and rarely, I live with two dudes, okay? I live with a 23-year-old son and a husband who, they know all about my wax. They, but it's not like they walk in the door and say, "Mom, what is that smell?" Because they're guys. But this one, they walked in and they were like, "What are you baking? Do you have something? Are you baking cupcakes? Are you baking cinnamon rolls?" I mean, they swore up and down that something was in the oven, y'all. And I said, "Oh, I'm not baking. That's just my wax." This, oh my gosh. Maple sticky buns, yes. Iced cinnamon rolls, yes. Butterscotch brulee, yes. This had it had sweetness. It had ooey gooey stickiness. I loved this. Deanna at Yum Yum Wax, if you're watching this right here, please make this available in future orders, not just for me, but for other people who have never tried you before, because I think this is the kind of scent that would make you become a permanent customer of Deanna because it's that good. Loved it. And guess what? Wow, way to go, Kerri. Pat myself on the back. I'm not even 50 minutes and I'm done. That's still long for me. I usually don't do videos this long, so I apologize, but I did want to get both of these empties out to y'all before another day passed. I'm super behind, but I do want to thank y'all so much for clicking on and spending some of your time with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, a great evening, a wonderful day tomorrow. Y'all will see me soon for some more videos. Thank y'all so much for being a subscriber. Yeah, we hit 300 and we're slowly climbing. I can't wait for 400. It'll hopefully be here soon. So if you're not a subscriber, I would love to ask you to please hit the like and the subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would love to have you as part of my channel and get to know you better. So thanks, you guys. I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye, guys.